Before Bill Russell made his mark, the NBA wasn't even the NBA yet. It all began in 1946 as the Basketball Association of America, or BAA, with just 11 teams. Most of these teams played in hockey arenas on nights when hockey wasn't in season, trying to fill those empty slots. The very first game ever played was between the New York Knicks and the Boston Huskies, with the Knicks barely winning by 2 points. Early on, one player stood out, Joe Fulks. He was the league's first true star, scoring over 23 points a game and leading the Philadelphia Warriors to the first ever championship. But the league was still young and unstable. After just one season, 4 teams folded, leaving only 7 to compete. In the second season, the Baltimore Bullets joined from another league and took home the championship, led by Buddy Jeanette. That season was short, only 48 games, but Max Zaslavsky was the league's top scorer. The league took a big step forward when it merged with its rival, the National Basketball League, or NBL, adding teams like the Minneapolis Lakers. The Lakers had a giant named George Mikan, who dominated with nearly 30 points a game and led the Lakers to a powerful championship win. His size and skill changed the game forever. By 1949, the BAA and NBL officially combined to form the NBA. The league had 17 teams divided into 3 divisions. Mikan stayed the star, guiding the Lakers to more titles. Meanwhile, new stars like Alex Groza and Paul Arizin emerged. However, the league soon shrank as teams folded or moved, leaving only 11 by 1950. That year marked a historic moment. Earl Lloyd became the first African-American player in the NBA, soon followed by Chuck Cooper and Nat Clifton. This broke racial barriers in professional basketball and changed the league forever. In 1951, the Rochester Royals finally defeated the Lakers, thanks to Arizin and Bob Davies. The Knicks lost a hard-fought 7-game final series. The league widened the key, trying to slow Mikan's dominance, but he kept scoring. The first All-Star game was held, exciting fans by bringing the best players together. Ed McCauley was named MVP of that first All-Star game. By 1953, the Lakers were back on top, led by Mikan's unstoppable scoring. The league widened the key again to try to contain him, but it didn't work. The NBA shrank to 8 teams by 1955. That year, the biggest rule change happened. The 24-second shot clock was introduced. This sped up the game and exploded scoring, making basketball exciting to watch. Bob Pettit was the first official MVP, averaging more than 25 points and 16 rebounds. Paul Arizin led the Warriors to a championship, while Bob Cousy amazed fans with his speed and passing. The 1950s transformed the NBA from a slow, clunky league to a fast-paced, star-driven spectacle. Defense improved, scoring soared, and basketball became a true professional sport. The late 1950s and 1960s were shaped by 2 giants, Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain. The Celtics won their first championship in 1957. Rookie Bill Russell grabbed over 30 rebounds in a dramatic double overtime Game 7 win. Although Bob Cousy won MVP, Russell's defensive dominance changed basketball forever. In 1958, the St. Louis Hawks took advantage of a Russell injury, with Bob Pettit scoring 50 points in the deciding game to win the title. From 1959 on, the Celtics began their dynasty, sweeping the Lakers in the finals. Russell dominated rebounds, Cousy ran the offense, and Bill Sharman scored over 20 points per game. Rookie Elgin Baylor gave the Lakers hope, but Boston's depth and grit were unmatched. Wilt Chamberlain entered the league in 1960 with a bang, averaging 37 points and 27 rebounds per game. But even with those numbers, the Celtics still won the championship that year. The Lakers moved to Los Angeles in 1961, and Russell kept winning MVP awards. Oscar Robertson also debuted, nearly averaging a triple-double in his rookie season. In 1962, Wilt scored an NBA record 100 points in a single game and averaged more than 50 points per game all season. Still, Russell led Boston to a thrilling Game 7 overtime victory over the Lakers. Boston's dominance continued with John Havlicek coming off the bench, while Wilt dazzled with the 76ers. Oscar Robertson was dishing out assists at an incredible rate. Boston swept the Warriors in 1964. Russell reached his peak in 1965 as Boston won 62 games. Wilt was traded mid-season to the 76ers. Boston took down the Lakers again in the finals. Wilt won MVP in 1966, but couldn't beat Boston. In 1967, Wilt finally captured a title with the 76ers. Boston came back in 1968 with Russell as coach, leading a comeback after being down 3-1 to the 76ers, then beating the Lakers once more. This era transformed the NBA, going from 8 to 12 teams. From Cousie's flashy style to Robertson's all-around brilliance, and from low-scoring games to exciting offense, the Celtics' winning culture was unmatched, while Wilt redefined individual greatness. Russell retired in 1969 with an incredible 11 titles. In 1970, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar entered the league. Then known as Lou Alcindor, he averaged nearly 29 points and 15 rebounds as a rookie. By his second year, Kareem teamed with Oscar Robertson to lead the Milwaukee Bucks from last place to 56 wins. They swept the finals, and Kareem won MVP honors. The Lakers won 69 games in 1972, breaking a 33-game winning streak record. Chamberlain played a big role, and Jerry West finally earned his first NBA ring. The Knicks took the title in 1973, led by Willis Reed, Walt Frazier, and Earl Monroe. In 1974, the Celtics returned, with John Havlicek and Dave Cowens controlling the paint, beating Kareem's Bucks in a tough 7-game series. The Warriors shocked the league by sweeping the Bullets in 1975. Kareem requested a trade and moved to the Lakers in 1976. The ABA merged with the NBA in 1976, bringing stars like Julius Erving. Portland's Bill Walton dominated inside, leading the Trailblazers to their first championship in 1977. Throughout the decade, Kareem continued winning MVP awards and carrying 2 franchises to championship contention. The league expanded, talent exploded, and 7 teams won titles. The late 70s and 80s featured one of the greatest rivalries, Magic Johnson versus Larry Bird. The Washington Bullets won their first title in 1978. Seattle won in 1979. Magic and Bird battled in college that year, starting a decade-long NBA rivalry. Magic joined the Lakers and won Finals MVP as a rookie. Bird won Rookie of the Year and turned Boston into a powerhouse with 61 wins. Bird won his first title in 1981. Magic and Kareem won their second rings in 1982. The Showtime Lakers were born under coach Pat Riley. Moses Malone joined the Sixers in 1983 and dominated. Bird and the Celtics won in 1984, but lost to the Lakers in 1985. Michael Jordan started making waves in the mid-80s. The Celtics won again in 1986. By 1988, the Lakers dominated, with Magic winning MVP and Finals MVP. 8 titles came from Boston or Los Angeles. The NBA's popularity skyrocketed. In 1989, the Detroit Pistons, the Bad Boys, won their first title, led by Joe Dumars, Isaiah Thomas, Dennis Rodman, and Bill Laimbeer. They played tough defense. They repeated in 1990. Jordan's Bulls struggled against Detroit's physical style. Though short-lived, the Pistons' reign was intense and influential. Michael Jordan led the Bulls to their first title in 1991, sweeping the Pistons and beating the Lakers. He won 6 titles in 8 years. The '92 Dream Team globalized basketball. Jordan retired in 1993, but returned in 1995. The Bulls set a record 72-win season in 1996. Jordan's legendary flu game and clutch shots are NBA history. After Jordan retired, Tim Duncan led the Spurs to multiple titles. Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant won 3 straight titles with the Lakers starting in 2000. Shaq won MVP and Finals MVP in 2000. Kobe became a superstar. The Lakers won again in 2001 and 2002. Shaq was traded in 2004. Duncan won titles in 2003 and 2005. Dwayne Wade led Miami to a title in 2006. Kobe won titles in 2009 and 2010. LeBron James joined Wade and Bosh in Miami in 2010. They made 4 straight finals and won 2 titles. LeBron won multiple MVPs. Their team changed NBA player movement and team building. From 2015 to 2018, the Cavaliers and Warriors met in 4 straight finals. Steph Curry and Kevin Durant led the Warriors. LeBron led the Cavaliers. In 2016, LeBron led a historic comeback. The Warriors won 3 titles in 4 years. Since 2019, 6 different teams have won 6 straight titles. Toronto surprised everyone in 2019. The Lakers won the 2020 bubble title. Giannis Antetokounmpo won multiple MVPs and led Milwaukee to a championship. Nikola Jokic won MVPs and a title. Boston, Golden State, Denver remain contenders. Trades and young stars keep reshaping the league. The NBA style changed. More threes, faster pace. Basketball is truly global now. Thanks for watching this quick trip through NBA history. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe for more basketball stories coming soon.